Imagine a time when the world was young, and the stories we told echoed across the valleys and mountains like the call of the ancient birds. Welcome to the enigmatic realm of Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology, where gods were as plentiful as the stars and every natural phenomenon had a divine explanation.
It sounds like a world brimming with tales and legends.
Precisely. Our journey begins with the twin deities, Yama and Yami, born from the cosmic giant Purusha. Yama, the first mortal who found his way to the heavens, became the lord of the dead, guiding souls to the afterlife.
So, he was like a shepherd for souls?
Yes, a celestial shepherd. Now, let's delve into the story of Agni, the god of fire. Agni was not just a mere flame. He was the divine spark that dwelled within every hearth, the sacrificial fire that carried offerings to the gods, and the warmth that protected humanity from the cold clutches of darkness.
And what about the other elements? Were they also personified?
Indeed, they were. Take Vayu, the god of wind, who breathed life into the world with his mighty gusts, or Varuna, the vast lord of waters, who encompassed the rivers and oceans within his boundless domain.
These gods seem to have a grandeur about them, a scale beyond human comprehension.
That's the beauty of these myths. They remind us of the awe-inspiring forces of nature and the human desire to understand the universe. But let's not forget the fierce Indra, the warrior god of thunder and rain, who wielded the lightning bolt with unmatchable prowess.
A god with a weapon that controls thunder? Now that's a story I want to hear more about.
And you shall, but that's a tale for another chapter. For now, let's bask in the wonder of these ancient myths, where gods walked among the stars and the earth was a canvas for their divine acts.
I can't wait to explore more. These stories are like threads woven into the fabric of the universe, each one a vibrant color adding to the tapestry of history.
And as we pull on these threads, we unravel the mysteries of the past, one legend at a time. As we venture deeper into the heart of these ancient myths, we encounter Indra, the formidable god of thunder. His story is one of valor and might, for he was the protector of the cosmos and the slayer of the great dragon, Vritra.
A dragon? Now that's a twist I didn't expect.
Oh, but Vritra was no ordinary dragon. He was a being of chaos who had enveloped the world in drought by withholding the waters of life. It was Indra who, with his divine weapon, the Vaira, shattered the dragon's hold and released the life-giving rivers.
The Vaira? That's the lightning bolt, right?
Correct! Forged from the bones of the sage Dadichi, the Vaira was more than a weapon. It was a symbol of liberation and the triumph of good over evil.
It's fascinating how these myths convey such powerful messages through their narratives.
Indeed, and the tales are as rich as they are symbolic. Let's not forget the Ashvins, the twin horsemen who rode across the sky, bringing the dawn and healing the sick with their magical remedies.
They sound like heroes straight out of a fairy tale.
They were heroes to the people who believed in them, and in a way, they still are. Myths like these carry the essence of hope and the belief in a force greater than ourselves.
It's a comforting thought, but there are guardians watching over us.
As we close this chapter, let's remember that these stories, though ancient, still resonate with us. They remind us that bravery, sacrifice, and the quest for knowledge are timeless virtues.
Timeless indeed. These myths are not just stories. They're the legacy of human imagination and the eternal quest to understand the world around us.
And as we turn the page, we'll discover even more wonders that await in the next chapter of Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology. As we weave through the fabric of Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology, we come upon the concept of Rita, the cosmic order. It was the foundation upon which the universe was built, the thread that bound the fabric of existence.
A cosmic order? That sounds incredibly profound.
It is. Rita governed not only the natural laws but also the moral code. It was the duty of both gods and mortals to uphold this order to ensure the harmony of the cosmos.
So, every action had to align with this order?
Exactly. And it was the god Mitra, the upholder of oaths and the guardian of friendships, who ensured that this balance was maintained. His unwavering commitment to truth and integrity made him a central figure in the pantheon.
A deity dedicated to truth and friendship. That's quite inspiring.
And let's not overlook Soma, the personification of the sacred potion that granted immortality to the gods. Soma was not just a drink. It was the elixir of enlightenment, the source of divine inspiration.
An immortal potion? That must have been quite sought after.
Indeed, it was the lifeblood of the divine, a substance so revered that entire hymns were composed in its honor. But let's shift our gaze to the stars, where the god Tishtria battled the demon of drought, Apawa, in the celestial realm.
A battle among the stars? Tell me more.
Tishtria, in the form of a brilliant star, fought valiantly against Apawa to bring rain to the parched earth. It was a struggle that depicted the eternal fight between fertility and barrenness, abundance and scarcity.
These myths are more than just stories. They're allegories for the cycles of nature and life itself.
Precisely. They teach us about resilience, the importance of nourishment, and the cycles that govern our very existence. As we conclude this chapter, we're reminded that the myths of old still hold truths that echo through time.
Echoes that resonate with our own lives even today.
And as we continue our journey, we'll uncover more echoes in the next chapter of our exploration into Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology. As we continue our odyssey through the annals of Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology, we encounter the divine weavers of fate, the Norns. These deities spun the threads of destiny, intertwining the lives of gods and mortals alike.
Weavers of fate? That's a captivating concept.
Indeed. The Norns were the embodiment of time's inexorable march, the architects of fortune and misfortune. Their loom was the universe, and every thread represented a life, a decision, a moment in history.
It's as if our lives are part of a greater design, each thread essential to the whole.
Precisely, and among these threads, we find the tale of Anahita, the goddess of fertility, water, and wisdom. Her waters nourished the land, and her wisdom guided the kings and heroes of old.
A goddess of such importance must have been revered by all.
She was. Anahita's temples were places of sanctuary and learning, where the sacred fires burned eternal, and her blessings were sought for prosperity and victory.
A beacon of hope and enlightenment then.
A beacon indeed. But let us not forget the mischievous Mithra, the god of the rising sun, contracts, and friendship. His light dispelled the shadows of deceit, and his bond with mortals was unbreakable.
A god who values honesty and camaraderie. That's refreshing.
It is. Mithra's tales are a testament to the enduring power of trust and the bonds that hold society together. But our tapestry has more threads to reveal, like the story of Yama, the plant god whose essence brought health and vitality.
A plant god? That's quite unique.
Unique and vital. Yama was the source of medicinal knowledge, the green lifeblood of the earth that healed and rejuvenated. His presence was a reminder of nature's bounty and the healing power of the natural world.
These myths, they're not just about gods and heroes. They're about the fundamental elements of life itself.
Exactly. They're narratives that weave together the physical and the spiritual, teaching us about the interconnectedness of all things. As we conclude this chapter, let's ponder the intricate patterns of this divine tapestry, where every thread, every deity, every myth is a crucial part of the whole.
It's a tapestry I'm eager to explore further, thread by thread.
And explore we shall. In the next chapter, we'll unravel more of these timeless stories, discovering the wisdom and wonder they hold. As we turn the pages of Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology, we arrive at the Symphony of Creation, where the gods themselves were the musicians, and the cosmos was their orchestra.
A symphony of the gods? That sounds majestic.
Majestic indeed. In the beginning, there was only silence, a void waiting to be filled. Then came the sound of Ahura Mazda, the supreme god, whose voice was the first note in the cosmic melody.
The supreme god. His voice must have been powerful.
Powerful and harmonious. It was Ahura Mazda who shaped the universe with his song, crafting the stars, the earth, and all living beings with each divine chord.
So, creation itself was an act of artistry, a composition of the highest order.
Exactly. And within this grand composition, each deity played a role. There was Angra Mainyu, the spirit of chaos and destruction, whose discordant notes threatened to unravel the harmony of Ahura Mazda's creation.
A force of chaos in the midst of creation. That's a stark contrast.
A necessary contrast, for it is in the balance of creation and destruction that the universe finds its rhythm. But fear not, for Ahura Mazda's wisdom was a melody that could not be silenced.
A reassuring thought that wisdom prevails over chaos.
And as the symphony continued, the gods of day and night, of seasons and years, all joined in the celestial chorus, each adding their unique note to the eternal song.
It's like a dance of the divine, each step measured, each turn deliberate.
A divine dance indeed. And in this dance, mortals found their place, their lives a melody woven into the greater harmony of the world.
Our lives, part of a divine symphony. That's a beautiful notion.
Beautiful and profound. As we conclude this chapter, let's carry with us the melody of these ancient myths, a reminder that we are all part of a grander design, a symphony that spans the ages.
A symphony that continues to play, even now, in the rhythm of our hearts and the pulse of the universe.
And with that, we look forward to the next movement in this cosmic performance, in the next chapter of our journey through Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology. As we journey further into the heart of Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology, we encounter the dance of the seasons, a cycle as old as time itself, choreographed by the gods.
A dance that shapes the year?
Yes. Each season was under the dominion of a deity, with Zam, the earth god, nurturing the land in spring, and Atar, the fire god, bringing warmth in summer.
The earth and fire, essential elements for growth and warmth.
Indeed, and as autumn arrived, it was Mithra, the sun god, who painted the world in hues of gold and amber, while Apa, the water goddess, quenched the earth with her rains.
Such vivid imagery. It's like watching the year unfold before us.
That's the magic of these myths. They bring the natural world to life through divine personification. And then, in the cold embrace of winter, it was Vata, the wind god, who swept across the land, heralding a time of rest and reflection.
A time for the world to breathe and prepare for the cycle to begin anew.
Precisely. The seasons were not just periods of weather changes. They were a ballet of the elements, each step ordained by the gods.
It's a beautiful way to understand the ebb and flow of nature.
And as we observe this dance, we're reminded of the balance that sustains life. But let's not forget the festivities that accompanied these seasons, where mortals joined in the divine rhythm through celebrations and rituals.
Celebrations? I'd love to hear about those.
Oh, they were grand. Festivals honoring the harvest, the solstices, and equinoxes, each one a tribute to the gods who governed the seasons.
To think that our ancestors celebrated the same cycles we do today.
It's a testament to the enduring legacy of these myths. They connect us to our past and to the natural world in a way that transcends time.
A connection that's as relevant now as it was then.
As we close this chapter, let's carry with us the rhythm of the seasons, a reminder of the perpetual dance between the earth and the heavens.
A dance that continues to inspire and guide us through the years.
And with that, we eagerly anticipate the next chapter, where we'll continue to explore the rich tapestry of Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology. As we draw near the end of our journey through Proto-Indo-Iranian mythology, let us turn our gaze to the heroes whose deeds are etched in the annals of time.
Heroes? I'm all ears.
Among the many, there was Karna, a warrior of unmatched skill and honor. His life was a tapestry of loyalty, bravery, and tragedy, woven by the hands of fate.
A hero's life is often a path of thorns and roses, isn't it?
Indeed. Karna's story teaches us about the complexities of duty and the harsh realities of destiny. But let's also remember Rostam, the champion of champions, whose strength was as legendary as his heart was kind.
Strength and kindness? That's a rare combination.
A combination that made Rostam a hero for the ages. His battles against demons and dragons were not just physical confrontations, but also moral dilemmas, each victory a testament to his character.
It seems these heroes were more than just warriors. They were symbols of virtues.
Precisely. They embodied the highest ideals of courage, loyalty, and righteousness. And then there was Siavash, a prince whose innocence and purity were his crowning glory.
Innocence in a hero? How did that serve him?
Siavash's innocence was his strength, for it shone like a beacon, guiding him through trials and tribulations. His integrity was unassailable, even in the face of the greatest adversity.
Integrity. That's a quality that truly defines a hero.
It does. And as we recount the tales of these heroes, we are reminded of the enduring power of myth to inspire and teach. Their legacies are not just stories. They are the moral compasses that have guided countless generations.
A legacy that continues to shape our understanding of heroism.
As we conclude this chapter, let us carry with us the valor of Karna, the heart of Rostam, and the integrity of Siavash, a triumvirate of heroes whose stories are as relevant today as they were millennia ago.
Their stories are timeless, echoing the virtues we still strive for in our own lives.
And with that, we close the book on our mythological odyssey, carrying forward the wisdom and wonder of the Proto-Indo-Iranian myths into our modern world.